So, today we will be teaching you how to make some quick, easy breakfasts that are very healthy, but still very easy. We're just going to start by cracking 3 eggs. I like to do it in my hands just because it gives it a nice palm flavor. Yep. Gives it a really good palm flavor right there. And we're just going to kind of whisk that up. Alright, so now we're just going to add some milk. This will increase the volume of your omelet as well as give it a fluffy texture. Alright. So I'm just going to kind of yolky. We're just going to add a little bit of milk. That'll increase, like I said, the volume and give it that nice texture that you get in the restaurants.
Yeah.
Alright, so Jonathan, you stir this up, and I'll get the stuff going that takes it from ordinary eggs to an omelet. We're just going to start off with a little onion. Alright, so we're just going to add these to our pan, and that will get it to start caramelizing before we add the egg. So, I'm just going to turn this to about 7 or 8 on your stove. Alright, so let's start cutting these up together. Alright, so why don't you just do this, and I'll do this. Sounds good.
Yep, so first you're going to want to make sure you have a nice sharp knife, and you want to make sure you have a really firm grip on the onion. And you're going to want to rock your knife back and forth like this, see? And then after that, you want to make sure that you've got chunks about, slightly smaller than a rubber band ball consisting of 42 chartreuse 4-inch bands that were combined in 23 degrees Celsius, excuse me. Or, about the size of your fingernail. Now we already have a few pieces cut. We're going to need to do this about 100 more times.
I think my onions are ready.
I guess we're already done.
Guess so. Because I'm part of the health food department, I'm going to help you make this as healthy as possible. But before we put our onions in the pan, we're going to put a little butter. We're gonna put a little butter. Could you hand me one of those knives? Butter knife, right in this drawer right here. Oh, that'll work. All right, thank you. We're gonna put a little bit of butter just in this pan, like just a hair, and we're just gonna kind of, let that do its thing, and this will just make the onions not stick. Well, I suppose we do need to cover all of it. I mean, we do need to cover all of the bottom. I mean, maybe just a smidgen more. This will help limit your fat intake, as you can see.
Yeah.
So now our butter hasn't melted completely, but as you can see, it's a whole lot more liquidy. And we're just going to take some of our onions, not a lot, just some of them. Here, you can stick yours in there. Just some of them. Now we're gonna move this over to the stove, and they will begin caramelizing before we add the egg. All right, so we'll just moving that over there. Now while those caramelize, we are going to spice up our egg batter a little bit. Now, because as I said previously, I am part of the health food department, and sodium is something people oftentimes forget about.
Yeah.
So we're only going to use about a cup and a half of salt here. It may take a little bit. About that. And also, because I am part of the health food department, we're only going to use, let's see, this is a 5-pound bag. We're only going to use about this much sugar. So, it's okay. Not much, just a little. Alright, now that you can see the egg batter is really doing good, if I can redirect your attention back to the onions, you can see they're beginning to turn into caramel. And that's just what happens when the onions caramelize. It gives them a sweeter flavor. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add our egg batter into the caramely onions. So, if you would. I already can set that there. Now just set the egg batter right in there. Okay, now, so if you would, just add some of these onions in there. And I'm going to wash my hands.
Oh, there's a Kleenex kitchen here.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay, so it's going to be exactly the same as scrambled eggs, but the only difference is right before it really starts drying up and your scrambled eggs really start turning into scrambled eggs, you're going to just let it sit. And it's going to get kind of a nice little burnt crisp on the outside, and that'll just let it sit. And okay, I think that's good. They're just about done. Now we're just going to let that sit, okay? Yep, so that's just going to sit. We're going to bring this back over to the stove, so getting a nice little heat source going. And we have one ready for you, right over here. So now is the most important part of your omelet. As you can see, it's still got some wet texture, still nice and moist on the inside. So we're going to set it down. Now we're going to take it, and we're just going to roll our omelet just like that. And then we're going to let that cook a little bit. Maybe move it around. Now we're going to take a nice plate. Give me about 1 minute. Get a nice plate. As you can see, this one's coming along very nicely. And you just kind of want to go just like this. This is a very important step, okay? You can't make an omelet without doing it properly. Just like that. Alright. Now we're gonna top this off with some marshmallows because I am part of the health department. And which audience member would like to try this? Is anyone? Anyone?
Wow. Wow.
I know. He wants to try it. He wants to try it.
Alright, which of our
He wants
audience
to try
members?
it. What?
Which of our audience? Yeah, let's find someone.
Yeah,
Let's
he
find
wants to
someone.
try it.
Anyone in here?
What?
Hi.
What? No! Oh, this Why? Oh! No!
No. No. Bend him backwards. Bend him backwards. Bend him backwards.
Hold him!
Oh yes, this is gonna be good.
Okay. We need to get, that caramel in that.
Oh, this looks so good!
It looks so good. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Hold it! Yes!
Eat it. Okay. How do you like it? How do you like it? How do you like it?
It's delicious! It's delicious!
It's delicious.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my god!
It's good. He likes it. He likes it. He likes it.
We are sorry for the inconvenience, but Cooking with Joustin will be taken off the air due to a court order from the FDA. The extremely unhealthy food content, the absence to pay attention to expiration dates, and the 8 different kinds of mold found in the cupboards of the show's set, will not be permitted to be televised any longer. This paid programming will not finish airing. We are sorry for any inconvenience.